at the Admissions and Financial Aid webinar, and welcome to the Algonquin College community. We are so pleased that you are taking the right steps to get you started on the path to success at Algonquin College. My name is Michelle He, and I coordinate orientation and social events at Algonquin College. We have a lot of resources available to get you ready for the fall semester. So please continue to check your email and check the algonquincollege.com/orientation website for updates. I am now pleased to introduce our first presenter, Martin Pleuf, who will be sharing everything you need to know about financial aid.
Thanks, Michelle. So like Michelle said, my name is Martin Pleuf. I work for the Financial Aid and Student Awards Office. I've been with the office maybe for the past 3 years, and I've been overall with the college for 7 years, so pretty exciting. I love Algonquin College, and I know that you'll love it too. So let's get started on financial aid. So one of the tools that you can apply for is OSAP to help you fund your college. To be considered for OSAP, you must meet the following requirements. So you have to be a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, or a protected person. You have to meet the Ontario residency requirements. So you do have to live in Ontario for at least 12 consecutive months without being in post-secondary education if you're moving from another province. If you are just arriving to Canada as a permanent resident, then you don't have to meet that 12-month requirement as long as you move to Ontario first. You have to be enrolled in a program approved, and so all of our programs at Algonquin College that are offered full-time are approved for funding, so that's great. You have to be enrolled in 60% of your full course load or 40% if you have a disability. And then of course, financial aid is based on need, so financial need. How do you apply for OSAP? Super easy. You go online at ontario.ca/OSAP, or you can just Google OSAP and then apply there. You can also apply for out-of-province student loans if you are not an Ontario resident. Many provinces support our programs, and many students come from all provinces and territories to study at Algonquin College and get funding. While you're a student at Algonquin College, you can also access bursaries, scholarships, and awards. So bursaries require an application, whereas scholarships are usually based on the best grades, so no application is required. Awards, some require an application and others do not. So you want to check out our website to see what awards we offer to our students. To apply for bursaries, you have to be registered. So for fall students, the bursary portal opens on August 24th and then closes on October 5th. So once the bursary portal opens, you'll want to log into your Access account and apply. And here we've included an image of where you can find it. So in your Access account under Financial Aid, you'll go to Bursary Portal, and then you'll be able to apply to all of the bursaries that we have here at Algonquin College. If you need help, each program has an assigned financial aid officer. So you can go to our website, click on Financial Aid Officers, let us know where you're studying, either Ottawa, Perth, Pembroke, or online, and then let us know whether you live in, you're an out-of-province student or an Ontario resident, and based on those answers, you will get your assigned officer. Please contact us if you have any questions, concerns. We're here to help. Thanks a lot. We're so happy that you joined us, and we'll see you in the fall.
Thank you, Martin. Next up, we have Catherine, who's from the Registrar's office, and she'll be sharing details on admissions and registration.
Hello, my name is Catherine McLean. I am the Client Service Officer in the Registrar's office. I'm one of 16 Client Service Officers who are responsible for individual programs, taking you from your application through admissions, acceptance, registration, and in the end, graduation. What now? So you applied through Ontario colleges and you've been accepted, you met all the requirements for the program, yay. Now you've confirmed your attendance, so we know that you want to come, you've paid your deposit. If for some reason you had a conditional offer and you're wondering, should I confirm my acceptance? Yes, you should, and you should definitely pay the deposit. And then once you've met all the requirements that you're missing at the moment, we will then give you your final acceptance. So go ahead and do that. This is done on Ontario colleges. If you happen to be called off a wait list, so if you were on the wait list for your program and you've been notified that a seat has become available, definitely confirm. You have 10 days from the date that you were notified on the letter or the email to confirm your acceptance. And then after that, you have 10 days from the date that you confirm to pay your fees. So if you have a conditional acceptance or an offer, it means that you're missing something. So you are currently working on one of the required admission requirements, and you have until August 1st, 2020 to meet those requirements and submit any final documentation that's required. What now? So you're probably wondering, how do I get registered? No worries. The client service officers in the registrar's office take care of the registration. This is going to be starting at the end of July, and we have a couple of weeks to get all that done because there's a lot to do. Your timetable will be released to you on August 17th, and this is available to you on your Access account. So you would have received an email when you first applied and would have given you your student number, and that's a 9-digit number that usually starts with a 040 or 041, and it would have given you instructions on how to log on to your Access account. Your Access account is your friend, it's your personal portal. It says everything about you, your profile, anything to do with your Algonquin College journey. So you can find your timetable on your Access account. If for some reason you go onto your Access account and say, oh my goodness, I don't have a timetable, then the question you need to ask yourself is, did I confirm? Did I pay my fees? Or did I defer my fees? So those are things that you want to look at. If you want to do a timetable change, you can do so on your Access account. So if you look at your timetable and say, oh my gosh, that's conflicting with my work schedule, I wonder if I can change some stuff. So on your Access, under the heading courses, you'll be able to go to drop add change. And from there, you'll be able to look and see, can I change that section to a different section? And if it allows you to, it will allow you on there. If not, it can mean a number of things. There's no available space in a different section, or that particular course has been mandated to certain time slots by the department, and they're not allowing you to do any changes yourself. At which point you could always contact the department and speak to them to see if there's anything they can accommodate you with. So, as I said, you would have had your login information to get onto your Access. This is a great place to find any information about yourself, your program, and anything to do with your courses, etc. Here you can view your timetable, as I said. You can drop, add, transfer. You can transfer credit or exemption, apply for bursaries, as Martin explained earlier. Now, transfer of credit exemption, that's if you have taken another course at another post-secondary institute or at Algonquin College. There's two different ways that you can do an exemption. So if you look at the courses that you have and you say, oh my gosh, I think I've taken this course before, or something very similar, you can apply for an exemption. So we'll give you credit for a course that you have taken prior to coming to Algonquin. Now, there's a number of factors involved in this. The course has to have been taken within the last 5 years. You need to provide, if it's from an external school, you would need to provide an official transcript from that school, and you would need to provide a course syllabus. So that's an outline that tells us what information was covered in that particular course. And there is a $10 fee for each course that is an external exemption that you're applying for. If the course was done at Algonquin, and again, if it was within the last 5 years, there's no need to provide either a transcript or a course outline. We will have that on file, and there is no fee. But again, you need to have a minimum of a C grade, that's between a 63 and a 66%, or a 2.0 GPA in order to be granted the exemption. External exemptions are sent usually to the department unless we've already had somebody else do that and it's on file. We strongly, strongly recommend that you do not stop attending class until the exemption has been granted. So this can take 4 weeks. So we would encourage you to apply for the exemption prior to the start of term, okay? Because after week 5, the exemption will be applied to the next term. If the exemption is granted, we at the registrar's office will withdraw you from the course. So you are encouraged to attend class and complete all assignments and tests until the exemption is granted, because sometimes it's going to be difficult if for whatever reason it's denied and you're trying to go back and make up courses in that. Okay, any of this information is available on our website as well. So if you decide that you don't want to be here, you want to withdraw from the program, or you want to withdraw from the courses, one of the courses that you're taking, please ensure that you know the difference between program. Program is the entire program that you're taking, and a course is courses within that program. And there's 2 different ways to withdraw if you want. The course withdrawal can be done through your Access account. So you can drop a course through there. Check on your timetable, because it will show you what the academic withdrawal date is. If you withdraw from the course prior to the academic withdrawal date, you will be generated a W on your transcript, which would mean that you withdrew. If it is after the academic withdrawal date, it will generate an F on your transcript, which will say that you failed the course. If you want to withdraw from the entire program, I cannot stress this enough, to be aware of the dates. It would have to be done within the first 10 business days of class from the start of term in order to receive a refund. And it would be a refund minus the $500 tuition deposit that you paid. After day 10, there is no refund at all. So you will not get any money back. We really try to encourage a student who is thinking of withdrawing either from the program or a course to consult with their academic department. So either the program coordinator or a student success specialist, because there may be something that they can offer to help you with. And if it's a course withdrawal, you really want to make sure that it's not going to affect anything going forward, such as maybe this course is a prerequisite for me taking a course in the second term. So, and then when is this course going to be offered again, and will I be able to pick it up? These are all things that you really should be talking with somebody about prior to doing the withdrawal. All right. And I would also encourage that you speak with financial aid, because depending how many courses you wish to withdraw from, it might drop you to a part-time load, which may affect your financial aid. And there's always the career counseling who could help you just decide maybe there's something else that I could take or look forward to taking in the future. So always a good idea to ask. Thank you. I have some contact information if you'd like to contact us. Our ESRs, our enrollment service representatives, are fabulous. They are your first point of contact, and they're always there to help you. You can reach them by email at askus@algonquincollege.com, or you can send an email through to admissions@algonquincollege.com. We can also be reached by phone. 613-727-4723 is the general number. But if you want to reach the RO, the registrar's office, directly, we can be reached at 613-727-0002, or at our toll-free number, 1-800-565-4723. Also, I'd like to bring your attention to the Registrar's Office webpage, which has so much information that would answer a lot of your questions. It is algonquincollege.com/RO, and it has a lot of information that I've just spoken about. If I have any tips or advice to give you, I'd say be prepared. Get yourself an agenda or a calendar. Be aware and mark down all the important dates that are on our website. You can find that under important dates. Know who your coordinators are, like who your contact people are. Who is your coordinator? Who is your chair? Who is the student success specialist who can help you with any and all questions that you have? Get familiar with the website. There's a lot of information on the website that can be very helpful to you. Be familiar with the college resources. We have many, many resources available to help students through their journey through their Algonquin programs. And last but not least, ask. Always ask a question. There's never a stupid question or a dumb question. You know what? Just ask it and somebody's going to be there to help you. And if they can't, they're going to find somebody who can. And just have fun. We're here to help. Welcome to Algonquin and best of luck with your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine. Next up, we have Rachel Graham from Campus Services.
Hello there, my name is Rachel Graham. I am the Assistant Marketing Manager for Campus Services. I'm going to give you a bunch of top tips from our Campus Services today and some information about how to contact us. I joined the college a little over 3 years ago, and I absolutely love it. I love all of the students and the employees that I've been able to come to know, and I just love being a part of the community. It's a wonderful community, and you are going to love it too. So what is Campus Services? Campus Services encompasses a bunch of different things. So food and conference services. We have 7 locations across campus. For this fall, not all 7 locations will be open, but we are currently looking at where are going to be the classes in the lab so that we can make sure that there is food nearby to accommodate you. We do know for sure that 35th Street Market Cafe, which is in the residence, will be open. We look after print services, which is the print shop as well as printers around campus that are available for you to use. Retail services, that is connections to campus store and your course materials. Parking, lockers, and card services, and residence. So course materials, the best part of course materials is that there is a custom book list. So you can find all of your required course materials in this book list. Your book list will be available once you have your network username and password. You will be able to find that in Access, which is the student portal. You can log into your book list at thecampusstore.ca/booklist. Where possible, you can choose between a digital and a print option, so it's up to you, whichever you feel like you study with the best. There is a step-by-step guide to ordering your books and downloading digital resources at our algonquincollege.com/course materials/students. There's step-by-step guides for everything in there, so there's a lot of great resources there for you. And then if you need any assistance with your course materials, you can contact CMS at algonquincollege.com, and they are more than happy to help you. The campus store. So the campus store is currently shipping to Canada, the US, and internationally. Right now, they're shipping for free to Canada and the US until August 31st. There is also contactless curbside pickup available at the Ottawa campus. We do anticipate that the store will be open this fall. We are just currently working out an opening date at the moment. When you place an order for your textbooks, you will need to create an account in the campus store website. So there's often a little bit of confusion around this. This is not the same as your network username and password. So this is like creating an account for any other online shopping that you might do, mostly so that they can contact you if there's any problems with your order or anything like that. If you need any assistance with an order that you've placed, or if you get online and you're a little bit confused about how to place an order, please don't hesitate to contact the campus store. Their email is campusstore@algonquincollege.com. Parking on campus. So if you are coming to campus and you would like to park, you will have the option to choose the parking option that is right for you. So there will be a variety of short-term and long-term options available to suit the one that best suits your needs. So if you are coming to campus
1 to 2 days a week, or maybe even not every week, then you maybe want a daily parking permit for just when you come to campus. If you're coming 3 or more days a week every week, then you might want to look at a monthly pass or an annual pass, whatever best suits the amount of time that you're going to be on campus to make sure that you get the most value for your money as well. So parking is going to go on sale online only at parkingservices.algonquincollege.com on August 5th, 2020. It will go on sale at 10 a.m. But prior to that, on the Parking Services website, there will be a lot of information about what the different options are, with a little chart with comparisons. So how often you're coming to campus, what permit makes most sense for you. You also don't have to purchase daily permits ahead of time. So you can come to campus, you can download the Honk mobile app, and you can do it right on your phone, or you can log into this website from the parking lot and purchase your daily permit on the phone. So if you don't know which day you're going to come, that's okay. You can do that when you get there. The other thing to note about Parking Services is that they are going what we call permitless, which just means there is no physical permit when you purchase a permit this fall. So you will receive a receipt, but not a physical permit. Your license plate is now your permit, and that's how we confirm valid vehicles on campus. So you wanna make sure when you purchase that your valid license plate is entered into the system, and then that's how we know that you've purchased a permit and you're good to be there. So card services, so another way to get to campus is your UPass. If you are a full-time student who has paid your fees, you are UPass eligible. You will receive an email about the process for getting your AC card and your UPass, or renewing your UPass if you are a returning student. For new students, you will be uploading your photo online to do this. You will get an email in the coming weeks with all of the information about that. One thing to note right now is that any full-time fall student designated by the college as participating in remote learning may opt out of the UPass program. So this even applies if you are only participating in remote learning for part of your program, but maybe not another piece of it. The opt-out form will be available through the student portal through Access after July 10th, 2020. So look out for that, and you can opt out at any time, although I would recommend opting out earlier if possible to make sure that you get your full fee assessment back. Printing on campus. So the college provides 100 8.5 by 11 black and white printed pages each term to students who have paid the IT fee for the 2020-2021 academic year. These are provided as a $10 print balance, which is added to your print account at the start of your term. You will use this by, when you print, you tap your AC card at the printer, it will automatically take it off of your balance. You will have access to on-campus printers in the fall, as well as the print shop. So you can find out more about printing on campus at algonquincollege.com/print. It will walk you through the whole process and how it works, and there's a map on there as well with all of the printers that are available to you on campus. So fall term FAQs, as I'm sure you're seeing, there's information that is always kind of becoming available, and it's changing every day in this environment. So we've created an FAQ page on our Campus Services website. We're constantly updating it. We want to make sure you have the most up-to-date information. So you can visit us at algonquincollege.com/campus services for FAQs and more information about our services. Every service that I mentioned here is linked from that homepage. So you don't have to worry about all those URLs. Just go to our Campus Services website and we can help you there. You can also reach us by email at campusservices@algonquincollege.com. Myself and a colleague of mine monitor that inbox all the time, and we are happy to help and answer any questions that you may have. Social media is another great place to find us. If you search #ACSpirit, I can guarantee that you will find us. We are at AC Campus Services on all of our social platforms, and we would love to have you follow us. You can ask us questions through there. You can message us anytime. We're constantly monitoring it, so we're always available to help you. And last, I think I would just say we are very excited to have you. I know that this is a little bit of a different term, but we're still here for you. We're so excited that you're getting started on this journey. We're here to support you. My two pieces of advice would be, don't be afraid to ask questions. There's never any silly questions. There's a lot of information coming at you, and we understand that that's overwhelming, and you might not be able to keep track of it all, and that's okay. Sometimes we have trouble with that too. So feel free to reach out, ask us questions anytime. We're always happy to answer. And then my second one would be to connect with the people in your program. Connect virtually if you're not going to be in any in-person labs or anything, and just kind of build that community, because it's a great community, and none of us do this alone. It takes a village for sure. So just make sure that you're reaching out and you're connecting with people, and know that we're all here to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Next up, we have Matthew Wally from the tech support team.
While getting connected at Algonquin College, you'll need to get your network account credentials from Access, ACSIS. Access is accessed in two different ways, depending on if you are a first-time student or if you're a returning student. Students that are new to Algonquin College and have never used Access before will need to sign in with their student number, as well as selecting their birth date from drop-down boxes on the Access sign-in page. After sign-in, you will be prompted to create a proper password, as well as set a security question in case you lose that new password and you need to recover your account. Students that are returning likely have already set their Access password and can sign into Access with their student number and that password. If you've forgotten your password, you can recover your account with your security question. And if you've forgotten your security question, you can call ITS for further support. Inside Access is your network account information, located in the network account info on the left-hand side menu. Your network account credentials will appear approximately 24 hours after your fees have been processed. If you've paid your fees on, say, October the 12th, you will not get your network account information until August 13th. If you have not received your network account credentials by the start of your classes, feel free to contact ITS and we can take a look at your account. But the majority of the time, it's simply a matter of waiting until your account is created within the system. Your network account provides you access to a number of different services at Algonquin College. Core amongst them is Brightspace, Student Email, and Office 365. Brightspace is the learning management system at Algonquin College, and all of your courses, assignments, quizzes, and learning materials will be hosted on that website. Your student email is the primary method by which your instructor and chair and coordinator will be contacting you. And it's also a great way of contacting your fellow students and keeping all of your learning related communications in one spot. Office 365 is a newer implementation of the Microsoft Office software suite. It includes Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook for email access. It also provides you 1 terabyte of storage space through OneDrive, which is a cloud-based storage solution. In addition to those 3 services, you can also access the digital resource portal, which has been talked about before in this webinar. It's where you can access your student software if you have additional software needs for your program. And there's also the option to purchase additional digital materials if you qualify for them. Adobe Creative Cloud and SurveyMonkey are available to students of Algonquin College, but an additional request must be sent to ITS before we will turn it on for your account. While you're on campus, or if you're connected by VPN, you can use a series of services known as My Desktop, which is a virtual computer environment. And the virtual computer environment has a number of software that are unique or very resource intensive to run, and it's a great solution for students that don't have a very powerful laptop of their own, or maybe they own a laptop that's not compatible with software they need to use. They can connect to my desktop and run it in a virtual computer environment, and there won't be any issue. As Algonquin College continues to work through this pandemic situation, these services could evolve over time to provide more functionality. Always be sure to visit the Algonquin College ITS knowledge base for up-to-date information on services provided by ITS and your network account. Zoom is a service that is available to Algonquin College students, but it exists outside of your network account. If you do need a full Zoom account, you should contact ITS and we will work with you to try and provide a full Zoom account. But most students should not need a full Zoom account because a guest account is sufficient at the moment to connect to a class and participate in the lecture. Only individual in a lecture that would need a full Zoom account is the instructor because they would be hosting this session. Algonquin has created its own site-specific Zoom tips and troubleshooting resources, as well as the Zoom support site, which has troubleshooting resources that apply to the Zoom service as a whole. At the moment, ITS is still preparing for reopening in the fall, and we still don't have a firm idea of what this new service will look like. We have posted a link here in the slideshow that will take you to a temporary resource that describes our hours of service. And once we have a firm idea of how ITS will be providing that service in the fall, we will update all available information sites that have our support hours and make sure they are all consistent and you can access that information to set up your support appointments. Thank you for your time today. If I could offer one last piece of advice, it would be to always make sure you have a backup of your critical student files and assignments. We see far too many students preparing to submit their final assessments, their final projects, their final essays, and unfortunate things happen and their computer crashes, or there's a power surge and their hard drive becomes unusable. When that happens, ITS will work with you to try and recover your work. But if you have a backup, you can save yourself a lot of stress, a lot of heartache, and a lot of time by just going to that backup and recovering your files that way. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact ITS at 5555@algonquincollege.com, or you can phone us at 613-727-4723, extension 5555. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. And thank you to all of our new students for tuning in and taking part in the admissions and financial aid webinar. We can't wait for you to start your journey with Algonquin College.